Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks and another random destruction. And today I'm in my tier 7 premium tank destroyer from Murica, the Scorpion, the M56. Now it's got no armour, none at all. I don't really mean that. It's got 1 mil of armour all round, but it's all about the gun. It's got a 90 mil with 219 mil of penetration, your standard 240 damage. So it doesn't really matter what matchup you get into in the Scorpion. You've got the penetration on your 90mm to deal with just about anything you'll come up against frontally, and if not, you've got 275mm of penetration on your premium heat rounds. And it doesn't matter if it's a tier 5 or a tier 9 shooting back at you, whatever it is, it's going to penetrate and do damage. So you play it the same. No matter what tier match you're in, you play it the same. It just means how many hits you can take before you die. One of the things it is good at though is attacking over ridge lines, because when you do, if you can find a good position, you'll only actually expose your gun and your gun shield, and your gun shield is very, very small, and the left hand side of it has got a very big hole in the middle which is a no hit zone. So there's a good chance that they're going to miss, and even if they don't, they're more than likely to hit your gun. So I would recommend repairs in this, and I would probably recommend at some point, once you've got your 6th sense and your camo trained up, possibly going for armourer, which helps when you've got a damaged gun. It increases your your accuracy with a damaged gun. Managed to get another hit on that E2. He's dodging behind those buildings. I don't really want to have to move the hull, because it'll knock my binoculars down and my camo net, and I don't want to get spotted. Possibly could have done with being at a slightly different angle, but I managed to put one straight through the front of the Black Prince. And I'm 330 meters away, and I've not been spotted. It's quite a sneaky little thing, this. And as you could see, it was going straight through the front of that Black Prince, but then as soon as he was on an angle, that was it, bounced, and I don't even know why I took the shot, to be honest. Nice shot square on the side of that Churchill one though. And it's quite nippy at 45 kilometers an hour, so you can get around the battlefield and reposition quite easily. Well, looks like he's taken care of. Can I finish off that E2? No. Donk the shot. Is it going to come back round? It's got a very slow turret traverse though. Yep, going straight through the front. Which is no surprise, to be honest. I am a tier 7 tank destroyer after all. Yeah, its turret doesn't go all the way round, but it has got a wide arc, but it only traverses at 12 degrees, which is very slow. Can I get a shot at that Type T-34? No, it was a bit slow, although it would have been an iffy shot anyway. And I think it's time to reposition. Try and get back up near the monastery and start putting shots in it. Those heavy tanks and mediums around the other side of that big hill in the middle. And as you can see, it's got no problem getting up here. It's got quite a decent engine in it. Coming up this slope at, high 30s, touching 40. You can nip around, not as quick as like a Hellcat or a T-67, but you can get yourself around. So I'm going to try and get across this other ridge, get my binoculars up and get spotting, just trying to find a position though. I thought they might have pushed around a little bit more, so I'll just stop here. Let my binoculars pop up, nothing spotted, so I'm going to move on. And that's when they pop up. Try and get into a position where I can shoot at them. I've been seen, so I've got to be careful. Although if it was by him, he's paid no attention. Now, there is a time where I possibly make a couple of questionable decisions in this match. And this, I think, is one of them, to be honest. I've come down here to try and get shots at the AMX M445 and whatever else is over there, but in doing so, I've left myself quite exposed to be shot at and spotted. Luckily, he misses, though. But then I reverse back into position like a noob, and that's when I think better of it. Common sense takes back over and I get the hell out of there. And yeah, I should have done it sooner to get a nice big hit and get my tracks knocked off. So I've got to burn through my repair kit just to get out of there. And that's what I should have done earlier instead of reversing back into that position. And he takes another punt at me but misses, and then just snapshot at him and managed to hit, which is quite nice. And if I can just poke up over this ridge, not too much. Oh, but he's in those houses, so I'm not going to get a shot at him there. No, I thought I might spot him at this range. It's not got a bad view range, and I've got binoculars on it, and they're set up. Oh, actually, no. I'm just looking, it has got a bad view range, 350 metres. I expected it to be more than that. I should have known it wasn't. I have got the thing and I've been using it. But no, it's I think it's with it being open top, you have a certain expectation to have a decent view range. Most of the other open top vehicles do. And I've got plenty of shells. There's not many of them left. I know he's down there somewhere, and I think the reasoning here is if I can just clear some of these buildings, I might actually get a spot on him. And I've cleared where I thought he was, and if he is still there, I can't see him. So I'm going to pop back over this side, try and get some shots at that medium that's over there. And you see me herpy-derping about on this ridge a couple of times, to be honest. But with a tank with 1mm of armour, where you have no hope of bouncing anything, even at the most extreme of angles, you will just be overmatched. You do have to play it a bit more cautiously. Although, if you can get to the later part of a match, and you've got all your health, or as near as damn it all your health, and there's a few damaged tanks, you can, and I have seen people, you know, zipping up to enemy tanks in this, sort of going past them and spinning around on using the hull and the turret at the same time, and just bang, and finishing them off. Or just getting up, zipping up close and around a corner and just finishing off, you know, wounded tanks that are, you know, you've got to try and judge whether they're going to be a one-hit kill for you. You don't want to do that and get a low roll, because then you are going to be in trouble. And I just can't seem to quite hit that guy. Go back to the VK 3001P, and again, miss. I've got a damaged gun now. Although I did fire a little bit late, but I've got a damaged gun and I had to burn my repair kit to fix my tracks to get out of there, so that questionable decision earlier cost me my repair kit, and I've now got a damaged gun because of it. And I'm not quite sure what to do at this point. They're not coming out from around there, but I have a feeling that they're going to start. Well, actually, I was coming up this way at this point to try and flank them, and I was going to come down and across the bridge and try and get some shots into the rear of them. But then it looks like something changes my mind. Yep, they're pushing round on the map. So I changed my mind, so I herpy-derped my way back across the top of this ridge, wasting a lot of time. And even at the time, you know, this wasn't one of those cases where I'm looking back at it and thinking, yeah, I was herping about there. Even at the time, I thought, Christ, I am really just derping around up here at the minute. But I've been having a string of bad games recently. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos I've been quite tired recently. Not as bad now. Got a little bit more sleep, but I've been having a run of bad games recently. Some of it down to myself making bad decisions, as you've seen me make a couple in this one, and other ones down to some really bad teams actually. I mean, you know, you can't blame everything on your teams, but yeah, some of them have been pretty bad. I mean, made really stupid mistakes and gone really, you know, just lemming trained the entire team in one direction. That sort of stuff. And again, questionable decisions. Trying to get a shot at him, but with the damage gone, obviously the aim time's increased, and I can't quite get over because of this like concrete base next to me of this building. So I pull back a little bit to try and re-angle, and I'm trying to edge forwards, and I've been spotted. And yeah, instead of just pulling straight back and going somewhere else, again, questionable decision. In fact, not even questionable, wrong decision. As soon as I got spotted, I should have just pulled back. Pulled back a bit, let myself go off and move around to try and get behind them. But anyway, I've skipped to the end, and we ended up winning that one. The two guys that were there managed to pull it off, and they did quite well. But I still ended it with a high caliber, which was nice, and still came top of the table, even though I died towards the end. Well, yeah, not a bad little game in the Scorpion. Tricky tank to use, you know, to use well. I mean, people are doing very well in it. I've not got a first class or an ace tanker yet, but yeah, it is a tricky tank to get used to, having no armour. So on to the second matchup, and it's a tier 8 match, and I'm in my Panther 88, Ruinberg Standard Battle, and I don't take this out very often at all actually. In fact, I think today is possibly the first time I've actually taken this out since about a week or two after I bought it. And I don't know why. It's not a bad tank actually. It's essentially the Panther from tier 7, but with the top 88mm gun off the Panther 2, and it's got some little side skirts on. Now, I don't know if they actually count as spaced armour or not, or whether they are purely cosmetic. I'm really not sure. If they do count as spaced armour, it will be a very, very small amount of spaced armour. And I don't know again if it makes a difference, but when I've been side scraping in this, which you know you can do against same tier and lower tier stuff, I wouldn't recommend it against probably same tier heavies, some of the bigger guns. You know, but I have done a little bit of it, and I seem to get my tracks damaged less in this one than I did in a normal Panther when I was side scraping, so there is that possibility. But yeah, apart from that, it is, like I say, essentially just a Panther body with that long 88. 203 pen, 240 damage, 8.7 rounds a minute, 0.32 accuracy, 2.5 seconds aiming time, which is, well, accuracy is pretty damn good. Aiming times a little on the long side. It's not the fastest, and it's not got the best traverse or anything else. Like I say, essentially it's a Panther. 80mm of armour on the front, 50 on the sides, 40 on the rear, 120 on the front of the turret, 60 sides and rear. But like I say, it does have that Panther 2 gun, and to me this is kind of how the Panther should be, but tier higher than it should be, I think. Excuse me. But yeah, I've not been in it for a while, and again, I donk about a little bit here. Take a couple of hits inside from the VK360-1H. Get hit again as I'm trying to just manoeuvre, and I gave him a bit too much of an angle, a bit too much of a side there. So I'm just going to pull up to this bit, angled. I would imagine he'd probably struggle to get through the front of my turret, but I get very impatient and pull back, put a shot into his front, and he manages to get one into the pillar, so that wasn't too bad. But yeah, donk it about a little bit first, knock his tracks off when I could have actually shot through the pillar. Again, just silly mistakes I'm making. And then I finally start getting some semblance of my shit together and start doing a bit more damage. And there's a Scorpion down there, and I can shoot him through there. That's not too bad. Get another hit in a low roll though at 210. 240s are averaging this. And he gets me into cover before I can finish him off. That 3601H is coming back though. He's probably going to be a one-hit kill, he looks like. The Scorpion definitely is. Yeah, the VK3601's a one-hit kill. Let's see if I'm going to finish him off. Yeah, it's not the fastest thing this, but I would much prefer this to the actual Panther. I don't know about to the Panther 2, because the Panther 2's got slightly better armour and what have you. Oh, there's that Scorpion running away. But yeah, I think Wargaming ought to toy around with the idea of giving the Panther a gun similar to this at tier 7. I think it would be a much more popular vehicle. Managed to finish off the Scorpion anyways, he's scurrying away. Mind you, I would be too if I was up against all us in the Scorpion. Managed to just miss the Yag Panther there. Move forwards, try and get a shot. And ducking and diving, managed to get one into the back though. Don't damage his engine though, which is disappointing. Hoping to at least cripple it or set him on fire. And another one into the back. But again, no engine damage. And try and push around so I can get another shot on him, but he's disappeared into those buildings and gone off radar, so... Oh, and there's a tiger there, and he looks like he's AFP. I am not above farming some damage while I'm here, so why not? Oh! No, he's moving his turret. He's not AFP. He's taken a shot at me. Is he a leech? He could be. And for those of you who don't know what a leech is, it's somebody who basically goes into a match, sits there and does absolutely nothing unless it's to defend themselves. Although the way that the tank actually reacted was almost like a bot program from the PC, but I don't think you can get bot programs for the PS4 version. But if you can, somebody let me know in the comments. I didn't think you could, but it was just strange how I shot at him. I must have then shown up on his radar and his turret just turned straight towards me and fired, which is exactly how a bot program would work from the PC. Although some of them now I think move the tank around a little bit, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he's either that or a leech. But like I said, I didn't think you could get bot programs for this. Anyway, trying to move down into the city so we can finish off, backup / support whatever is left here. And there's a Freedom down there, and I know how tough they are from the front, so I've got one. And he could hold up those 3 tanks from the front. If they can't hit his weak spot and he keeps moving and he's good at weak spot management, he could hold them up indefinitely with the armour on the front of that thing. Oh, but it looks like he's taking a hit, but he's still bouncing some. So move around the back, pop out, see you later, sunshine. Ninja'd like a boss. Right, Motherland. Yeah, it wasn't a kill ninja. I was already going for him. And that's my story and I'm sticking with it. And now let's see if we can get to this Motherland just in time. Oh, somebody took a shot at the back of me there, I don't know why. They might have taken exception to me killing that Freedom. And I managed to finish off the Motherland as well. And it's just unfortunate that if I'd have got that first hit on that Yag Panther, then I could have finished him off and would have got a top gun out of that. But as it happens, I think that was the second match of the day that I played in that and got a first class mastery, so I'll take that, 100,000 credits and top of the table, not too bad. Anyway, as always, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to leave a like or anything else. It really helps the channel out. And yeah, take care out there and I will catch you next time. See you later.